With over 33 years in the mobile bartending and service industry, he is the guy who brings the party and the joy wherever he goes.
She's a seasoned event planner and producer with more than 20 years of experience in sports, corporate, nonprofit, and private events, and she's here to keep things running smoothly.
Together, we are hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters of the wild, hilarious, and unforgettable moments in the world of events. This is the EventTalk Podcast with Dave and Rachel. Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to the EventTalk Podcast, hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters. We are here today with Tyler Garlej. See, I told you I'd screw this up every time. How do you pronounce your last name?
Garlej.
Like Harley. That's what I said. And I still, I don't even. The spelling is funky. So we will put it down below somewhere so people can see. Welcome to the EventTalk Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm
so excited.
Yay. I actually met you at the EventTalk when I host them in person. And you are a photographer, an event photographer, still probably the youngest person we've had on the podcast, which I'm super excited because you are still kind of in college.
Yes, I am.
We checked his ID.
Yeah. We did check his ID for our mocktails because we need to do that coming up. But you just have so much background in working with collabs on events, kind of secondary, just seeing fun stories, and that's what we're all here to listen to. So
yeah, I have some fun stories, you guys. I really do.
That's the good stuff.
And obviously Dave's here as well. Welcome, Dave.
Hi, as well.
We have obviously a mocktail today. So what's our mocktail,
We do.
Dave?
I'm going to move this real quick. Okay. The mocktail, so they have to send it to me, is a spicy pineapple margarita topped with Topo Chico. Is that how you say it?
Sure.
With the lime and a jalapeno garnish that
Ta-da.
Pour Masters put together for us. So
I'm very scared how spicy this is going to be.
it's going to be good.
Cheers
It's going to be a good spice. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thanks for remembering me.
Cheers. You're welcome. I tried to. I'm very nervous. Our last one that was spicy was darn spicy.
Oh, this is not that spicy
Not
at
at
all.
Okay, good. I purposely
Yeah.
got the one before the
This
shake
is
of
really
the mixer.
good, honestly.
Right.
No, it's very good.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit less topo.
No,
No?
I don't taste a
More
lot of
juice?
spice.
It tastes perfect to me.
I would
you
have
go.
had some hot spices that I just made.
He's got a secret sauce he does at home with a whole bunch of
Secret
peppers.
sauce.
It'll burn. It'll burn you right through.
He has to make it outside, which is weird. Anyways,
Yeah.
Sit outside.
he does.
We do. I can't do it inside because the dogs and all of us, our eyes, and we
Start
sneeze.
sneezing.
It's Carolina
Oh, gosh.
Reapers and
Oh.
all sorts of different peppers.
Oh, those are
Now the birds
spicy.
are chirping. Yeah, now the birds
Those
are.
are-
I'm a good Arizona girl with I like my spice, but when I can't taste anything, I just taste spice. Not my
All
thing.
right, I'm going to bring you something.
I know, that's what you said. We got to add it to the rim of this now.
There you
Now
go.
we're
I'm
talking
going to
about
bring it
party.
to an event, and we'll have another story to talk about.
Yeah.
Rachel crying at an event or can't talk because my
would be
throat is so
hilarious.
swollen. Okay, well, let's talk about event photography
Yes.
today, which is so exciting. I don't think even Dave knows this. I was actually a photographer in high school and college. So I started off I was actually the head photographer for our yearbook and
Right.
president of the photography club in high school. I loved black and white photography. But then I worked for a photography studio. So all the senior portraits that you did, and I learned a ton about photography. I love it. And then in college, I actually did some wedding photography, which is kind of into your world. I was a
Yeah.
secondary. I was never the lead. Did not want to be responsible for somebody's special day and me screwing it up in some way. So secondary, but it was really fun. So I love photography, and obviously photography is such a huge part in events.
It really is. My start is honestly kind of unique a little bit. So my mom is a graphic designer, and
Okay.
she did photography in high school as well. And so she kind of like introduced it to me. But my story is kind of a little different. I didn't start wedding photography right away.
Okay.
I was a nature and portrait photographer like that way and doing like landscapes and all that. And then one of my closest friends who's also a photographer, Portraits by Maya. Hi, if you're listening to this, I'm shouting you out. She lived on my dorm my freshman year, and she said that she was a photographer, and so I was like, oh my god, me too, quote unquote, me too, professional photographer, not really. So then I was like, oh, let me see your Instagram. She pulled up her Instagram, and I was like, oh, you do this like full-time like professional like wedding photography. Oh my gosh. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So then I kind of was like, why don't I try it?
Yeah.
So then I started with like family photos, and then I started with like graduation photos and all that, and now I love the wedding photography, you guys.
I give you credit.
Yeah.
I give you so much credit.
It's a stressful situation, and
It is.
sometimes when you don't have, I kind of say, if you don't have a planner or a coordinator, the photographers are usually the next person in line that kind of knows the whole timeline and all that, and kind of communicate that with like the DJs as well as the catering and all that. So it's kind of...
It's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot.
Well, and then having to add that, like, you have to capture that perfect moment. Jumping into our talks even, down the road, but has there been a moment that you actually kind of, not forgot, but just somehow missed that special moment?
Sometimes I do.
Not saying he's a bad photographer, y'all, but it's just there's a lot when you're doing like the whole wedding planning too. Yeah. It's just like, wait, what?
There's been times where I'm like, okay, they told me that they want this specific shot, and obviously I tell my clients all the time, I'm like, hey, just letting you know, technology. Some things that go wrong. Yeah. I may not be able to capture every moment that you request and all that. So I kind of like give them that disclosure.
Smart. Very smart.
Much like, so it covers me a little bit. So then if I do falter a little bit and don't deliver the quality image that they want in that specific moment, I'm very much like, here's an alternative that I did capture that my second captured besides me, if that makes sense.
Very, very smart. Very smart.
That's the guess. Everyone's taking pictures, see if they have it.
Yeah. I have a photo.
Phone.
Right, just get their emails. Anybody take a photo of the garter belt?
Did you have any special requests for your daughter's wedding? As a dad?
No, I stayed out of I had the best planner for both my kids' wedding, and yeah, no. I just stepped back and I just called my friends, right, and got all the great vendors. But let her. You haven't met my daughter yet. She's stronger than you. And you're a strong woman.
Well, I'm very much a person too. Like, you hire professionals, so if you give them this line item list of every single thing, you're automatically gonna be like disappointed.
Yeah.
It's like you're putting the professionals in a failing position. So let them do their thing. Don't have crazy expectations, and you're going to be so happily pleased. 99.9%.
You're planning a wedding and you have your wedding. Just let it go.
I know.
Right? Social media has changed. Everyone thinks it's perfect, and the best weddings are not perfect.
It's true.
Those are the ones that are remembered.
That is very true.
And I kind of like always tell people that like when you're capturing photos, sometimes the candid photos are the ones that they're actually wanting, but they don't realize that they want them.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm very much like a documentary type of person where like if I capture a guest crying while somebody's walking down the aisle, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to capture that moment and focus more on that. Then obviously I'll focus on whoever's walking down the aisle, but at the same time, I'm trying to capture those moments so that they have those moments.
Right. The things they don't see.
That
and
hugging
they look
grandma,
back and they're surprised.
right?
Yeah.
Holding the baby.
Yeah.
And do you like bring a second
So
shooter?
Depending on what package they...
Okay, so you'd have the second shooter.
Yeah.
That way you can do more of your stuff and let the other guy or girl or whoever, the photographer.
Usually, correct me if I'm wrong, one photographer is like, hey, you're a couple, and then the other one's more like candid shots or your table settings, and I'm going to do, getting ready, that kind of stuff. So there's two like focuses for each.
Yeah, it's very much like if I have my second there, while I'm doing the couple's portraits of just them two or first looked or whatever, I will have my second usually going to like cocktail hour and like or going to capture detail shots during reception and all that. So then it kind of like is almost like a tag team almost.
Yeah.
So then I'm not stressed about like, oh shoot, did I not capture detail shots? Oh, I haven't captured the cocktail hour and all that.
It's a lot for one photographer usually to do.
It really is, and
run it.
It's very like mentally. I'm like, okay, I have a checklist in my mind, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, how quickly of a turnaround do I have? And also I have like that flexibility time as well that I put in my timelines so that if I do falter and fall behind a little bit, I have like that 30 minutes extra to kind of get those shots, if you would.
Are you nervous with Taylor Swift and Travis? Because after the wedding, they say the trend is going to be a Taylor Swift trend.
Yeah.
Like a Taylor Swift trend wedding, just whatever
so whatever she does, like all of us in the business are going, oh, shit, right? Right, we got to do this. We got to do this now. Because all the brides are going, I want that. Oh, I want that. Right? And it's like, well, they're billionaires, so you can't afford that.
And that's another thing is like even working with wedding planners, I'm very much like a client usually comes in as like, I want this. But then sometimes the wedding planners, as you know, you kind of have to like reel them in and be like, is this realistic for your budget?
Yeah.
Right.
How do you want to execute this?
Yeah.
Do you want to use wooden chairs instead of the acrylic chairs? Do you want to you have to give them options?
Yeah.
Because what they're looking at is the Pinterest boards.
Right.
Well, just when they get the pricing, it's
That-
fun.
yeah.
It's fun to watch, right? It's just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
There's a lot of moving pieces in a wedding.
There, yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
so
and
people realize it.
I had a call last week with a couple who met me at one of the venues I do events at, and they're like, "Well, we're not going to go with your venue, but we love you, so will you help us plan the wedding?" And I was just going through, they're months out. Their event, it's what, I don't even know what month we're in, but it's next November. So
We're in September.
Okay, there you go. So it's it's over a year away, and so I'm just going through things. She's like, "Oh my God, this is a lot." And I'm like, yeah, it is. And she's like, you're thinking of things I wouldn't even think of. And that's why you hire professionals.
Yeah.
Well, the buses to get everybody from the hotel, that's $2,500, right? $3,200. I mean, and then rehearsal dinner buses. And, it's like, we need a bus? I thought everyone was driving. It's like, no, they're drinking.
Where are they
You're not
parking?
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
least we wouldn't
Another
let
thing is
anybody
that
drive.
also like at certain venues, parking is very limited.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially like if you do
Downtown.
one downtown Phoenix or anywhere like downtown.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. It is. Have you ever had that starstruck moment with any events that you've done, wedding, like photography that you've done, just things that you've participated in?
You are a puppy.
Since
so
high
that's
school
fine.
to now,
Right.
college
He is a
students.
puppy. For us, we see
Right.
it. Right?
Well, and I think your starstruck is probably different than my starstruck, which is probably different than your starstruck.
I don't get starstruck. We've met everybody.
Yeah. You've had a couple memorable moments though, with
I've had
people that
memorable
you've
moments,
said.
But yeah, I've never.
But-
You'll learn because.
Okay, let's say this. Starstruck isn't like you're just like,
No, I've had people.
It's
do
more
that.
like, oh, okay, yeah, like let's
Right. Well,
let's
the
have this
president-
conversation.
Conversation.
We had Princess Anne. I mean, all of
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice as people, but I was never like.
That's a throw. I can share one and you
yeah,
think.
do you
okay.
want- do you mind
so
sharing one?
I
And
was
then I'll go
doing. I was in college and I was doing a former U of A. Everyone knows at this point that I've gone to U of A. U of A coaches wedding, and I was the secondary, and I didn't know anything. Like, it's just show up at this wedding and take pictures, and then I get there and it's like half the U of A old basketball team, and like 2 or 3 of them were in the wedding. And I remember, and I know Richard Jefferson at this point, see him around a lot, and I just remember looking through the camera, looking at Richard and going, "You're so pretty." Like, just everything about him. I mean, he's a very good looking guy, but it's just like a really pretty, good looking guy. And then poor Luke Walton was on like a boot and crutches. And he's the heartthrob that was, I think, like shirt ripped off on front of a magazine. I don't know. But anyways, I just remember looking at Richard going, "Richard, you're so pretty." So it wasn't a starstruck moment because obviously he wanted to do the chicken dance later, which we didn't actually end up doing.
Aw, man.
But I know. I was very sad. I think it was because
Wanted to get a video of that.
drinking
Right.
a little too much.
Oh.
But yes, it was such a funny story, and that's like my starstruck moment, even though it's not starstruck because like it was just not expected.
Yeah, I guess the most starstruck moment that I've experienced is there was a New Year's Eve wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So they were getting married on New Year's Eve and then going straight into New Year's. So it was kind of like a midnight ball drop moment. They stayed till 1 a.m. there and all that, and it was more of like when I walked into the venue, I didn't expect it to be that like extravagant.
Oh, okay.
So that was like my biggest like starstruck moment because like they had a whole dance floor custom made for them, as well as also like they had disco balls up above with like baby's breath in it.
Wow.
And so what the DJ did was like kind of shine the lights obviously onto the disco ball, which made it more like more extravagant.
Twinkly stars.
Twinkly stars. So then I was just like, oh, this is my first like ever wedding on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day technically. So
So it wasn't necessarily the person.
it was
like the setup, and then just kind of having to work.
When you have an
during New
unlimited
Year's,
budget,
Yeah.
it's very interesting what people do. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Because we're
Yeah.
used to just the average. And then you have someone that's willing to spend $100,000, $200,000 on a wedding.
Yeah.
Right? We've done a bar mitzvah that was $110,000.
I went to a bar mitzvah where the centerpiece.
I mean, that's crazy.
Our table cards were credit cards.
Yeah.
I thought that was. I mean, not
Wait, I
actual
love
credit card.
that.
It was a shopping
Wait,
kind
that's
of
so
theme. It was
cute.
really cute.
It was a bar mitzvah? Bat mitzvah.
Bat
for girls.
Bat
Okay,
bat mitzvah. I always think of bar as like guys go to the bar. Not that girls don't go to the bar, but
Well, bar
mitzvahs
mitzvahs
for
right.
boys
Bats for
and
girls.
bat mitzvahs. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, but okay. So, do you have a memorable or wild moment that you ever captured on camera?
That
like,
we
you
can
just
see after this. That you can text
we can
me.
post
You can
pictures.
was
We can blur it out.
The faces.
the faces.
No, I wasn't thinking of the faces.
I haven't captured anything that's like very...
Could be like the cat jumping on the bride's dress or something like that.
Well, funny story is
sitting
so this summer I went to Hawaii.
Okay.
And I reached out to... This couple reached out to me and they were like, hey, we want to do beach photos and all that. And so I'm capturing like, we go to the beach, I'm capturing their moment or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I want to do something with like trees. So we go over to like where the tree line is. And all of a sudden I'm trying to like place them in like this, where the branch is. And it's kind of like arching around them to like frame them.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I see that there's somebody nude behind them. And
I didn't expect nude. I expected like a snake or something coming down from the tree.
I was like, oh, I can't take this photo anymore.
Photoshop. You could just outline it.
Put some boxers on them.
I said I can Photoshop this out, but at the same time, I don't know what that person is gonna like react once they see me capturing a photo of like
them naked.
So I was like, let me pivot. So what I did is I changed the scenery a little bit, found nobody else. I changed the angle, didn't find anybody else that was nude in that. So I wouldn't say I captured that moment, but I
avoided it.
I apologized after your shoot.
Yeah. And I even told the couple, I was like, oh, I was not expecting all this. And they were like, us either. We weren't expecting this.
Let alone in Hawaii. Like, it's not like random people. I mean, if you went to like Europe, like there's a lot of topless people in Europe. It's not like abnormal. But Hawaii doesn't usually have butt naked people walking around.
And it was also, it was still during the daytime too. So I was like, what is going on, you guys? But that was probably the most like, I didn't capture it on camera, obviously, but I captured it in my mind.
Brain photography.
that part, brain photography.
If only we could have a book on the table of brain photography. That would be hilarious.
Maybe we should start one, right?
Yeah. Not me.
That's when you pull out the Ray-Bans, the ones that record and take photo and video. That's when you pull that out.
They have those?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm an old man. Yeah, really? So I can wear glasses that take video?
Mm-hmm. They're
They're built.
The link? Yes, they're built in your frame, so your glasses on the right-hand corner.
You'll wear them at the next Cool Off in Style event, I guarantee it.
Well, no, because then I'll get in trouble.
You'll be fine.
Because then I get in trouble.
You can record it. You just can't publish it.
I don't even want to record it. You kidding me?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. So when was the first, I guess, event or time you were hired to be a photographer? That first professional photographer experience. And how did it go?
The first time I was hired was for an elopement, actually.
Oh, okay.
And it happened in Tucson.
Did they say no? Okay.
They say yes.
Okay, good.
So like what the bride wanted, what the bride wanted was she wanted to get married at the DeGrazia Museum.
Okay.
In the chapel area. So I was like, okay, cool. But originally she wanted to do it at Mount Lemmon, and I was like, oh, I'm so down. I want to do an elopement in Mount Lemmon. I've loved Mount Lemmon. For all of you that are watching or listening, I'm from Tucson, Arizona, and I love Mount Lemmon. So it's
you skier.
I don't know how to ski. I don't know how to.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay. It's very pretty.
Gorgeous.
And not what you expect in Tucson.
Yeah.
It's good skiing, though.
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, Snow Bowl, Mount Lemmon, those are kind
and
of
it's
like...
only like 30 minutes away, which is so
from
fun.
Tucson, not from us.
But not from here. No. That's an extra hour and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours.
Depending on the mountain.
Yeah. But they wanted to do it in DeGrazia Museum, and... it was a very stressful moment because one, I was all by myself. And it was my first ever like elopement, so I was like, oh gosh, what did I get myself into? And like the family was there, obviously. They had an officiant, which was their best friend that was the officiant and all that. And it went really well and really smoothly, and I wasn't expecting it to go that smooth. Like we never really
No,
knew.
you always prepare for the worst.
Yeah, you always prepare for the worst. And I'm like, oh gosh, you guys. So, but the photos turned out great. The clients loved them. And then I even reposted the photos, and even I tagged the DeGrazia Museum, and they even like reposted it and even claimed it as like, because I did the collaboration, so it pulls up on their feed, which was nice.
Hey,
so
good promotion for your first hired event.
I was like, oh, hey guys. And that's another thing is like even talking with like a lot of wedding vendors and all that. A lot of them are relying on the collaboration aspect on like social media. especially from the photographers. Yeah, tagging everybody. If you are,
work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I love it. I love when I'm going through with my clients. I like to know who their planner is if they have one, obviously, or who their caterers are, where the venue is. Yeah, I try to go through all that because it's the logistics in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know all this so that way I can give where credit is done, basically. And
very good.
Give
You'll
credit.
need pictures too.
Yeah, give credit.
Of the bar.
Yeah.
Of the bar. Make sure you remember the bar.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
And if you are a client out there, always tag your vendors.
Yes.
Well, times have changed, right?
Yeah.
That's why we started Cool Off in Style.
Yeah.
Was because you haven't been yet.
No.
He's too young.
Now we can go.
I can go.
But that's why, because vendors, we all refer each other, right? And we want to see each other. We know if he's there, I don't have to worry about photography. I got the bar. You got your good crew.
Right.
Right. And there's a lot of us out there.
Let your vendors be doing what they know how to do.
Yeah.
But we work well together.
Yeah.
Right. There's some vendors that don't. For some unknown
That's
reason.
very true. Very true.
They don't like bald guys or something.
Huh?
Yeah.
Guys.
You're like, huh?
Oh my
Gotta have hair.
gosh. So do you have a memorable event that you caught on camera?
Yeah, that has names in it that you can't talk
That you
about.
can't talk about.
That
Or was it
never
like
happened.
Just kind of like what you mentioned with the trees and the naked person. Like here in the Valley, was there ever anything that's just like, oh my God, that's hilarious, and I caught that on camera? Or
And the client doesn't know. How's that? Like we knew about the naked
gosh.
guy because they saw that. Or girl. Was it a guy or girl?
in what?
I'm trying to go back in my Rolodex.
But
That you don't want a picture.
I know.
We know you're a professional, so you fixed it before the client.
Like for photos, like I captured this one time where, I think, oh gosh, like I had to fix stuff in Photoshop, and I was like, oh gosh, why did I capture this moment? Because like the photo turned out so great, but then I look in like the background, and all of a sudden, I captured somebody falling on the dance floor, and I'm like, this is
like the picture, but the background.
the picture turned out great, but then at the same time, I like captured somebody falling, and I'm like, it is documentary because obviously somebody got that. Like I captured that moment of somebody falling, but at the same time, I don't want to embarrass that person.
It's like the picture that they'd want to have on their wall, except for the person falling.
Yeah, and I mean, I was like, contemplating on like sending them like the raw image with it, like the unedited Photoshop version, and also the Photoshop to be like, look, can you find the
Right, find 5 things that are different.
Right.
Five things that are different. So I was like, but I didn't. I respected the clients and like all that. I was like, let me just deliver
What they
hoped
want. For.
Yeah, but that's the most that I've like captured. Like,
You ever fall in a pool?
not yet.
Okay.
Not. Where's the wood? Knock on
I know,
wood.
right?
Have you ever like taken a picture of the caterer and then the food never made it out or anything like that?
No, not yet. The most that I've captured is mainly with like the guests.
Right.
Like they do like a moment or
Any good like divorce things? Like you took a picture of people that shouldn't have been together?
Oh God.
I mean, I don't capture that, but I
Like
do
the concert.
sometimes.
Like by accident, and you're like, why are they over there hugging and kissing and his wife's sitting over here?
No, but I do sometimes like as a
What are you looking
vendor.
at me for?
As a vendor, I'm
happens.
always like constantly like wondering like, oh, are these people still married? Like, oh, what like, and that's another thing. It's like us as wedding vendors, do we ever like reach back out to them, being like, hey, how are you doing after your 1-year anniversary? Or,
A lot of people do. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people do now.
I've done that with a couple that I did. I was a second shooter for, and it was my first ever wedding as a second shooter. And they got married on December 3rd, I believe, of 2023. Yeah, 2023.
Okay.
So it just came up in like my memories on my camera roll, and I was like, oh, let me reach out to them, be
just
like,
wish
oh,
them.
how's your anniversary going? And they still love the photos. They told me that they printed the photos and all that. So I'm like, okay, cool. And so It's
you need to do that anyways because they'll have kids.
Yeah.
Now they want you to do those family photos.
Yeah.
It's almost like
a real estate agent.
There you go. Every
Yep.
5-7 years we move, so
Yep.
they constantly. So you probably should every bride
reach out, being like, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
every year later, or maybe set it up to where it does it automatically. There's got to be a program for you just to get a text or something.
Yeah, I know. Like I use PixieSet for all my like studio stuff and like editing and delivering galleries and all that, and I also use it for like my client management portal.
Not Honeybook.
No, Honeybook. No, not yet.
Okay, I don't know. I just do that. I don't even know.
No,
what I'm talking about.
everybody uses Honeybook.
Yeah, it's the only
It's
one
always
I
a
know.
toss up between Honeybook and PixieSet. But I can schedule like things to be sent out. So like if I find out when they're getting married, I'm like, oh, you're 1 month away. Like I'm doing a quick check-in and all that. And then like even the same thing with like the anniversaries. I do like the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, that's good marketing.
And all that. So
Send them a picture of their wedding day, and hopefully they're still married.
yeah,
That would be bad if you send it. Here's your wedding day a year ago, and they're like, yeah.
we're divorced.
I've done 3 weddings for the same girl
Really?
in 33 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
She likes us.
Apparently.
That's fine by me.
Does the wedding always get more and more expensive, or cheaper and cheaper because
she's moving up in this world.
Okay. Love that.
Right? It's like a job, right? After 3 years, you go, you know what? I'm going to start looking for another job.
I want to change.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. So obviously we talked a lot about wedding photography, but you've been in the event space for a while.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to share that's just like, maybe it's not including photography, but just like you saw something or thought it was hilarious
Or you
later on down
joined in
the
on
world?
something?
That's a tough question. Can I flip it on you real quick so then I have time to think?
Let's flip it on Dave
Yeah.
for once. He doesn't have his notes this time.
I don't have my notes.
But you've been in it a lot longer.
I don't know.
Something you're not, maybe you just attending an event, Dave, and you're just like, oh my God, that's absolutely
I watched a
hilarious.
caterer go into the pool with the whole thing of shrimp.
Of shrimp?
A plate of
I
shrimp.
love that it's shrimp. Like
yeah.
the water.
Yeah, a
Now, wait
water
second.
type.
The pool was salt water, so we suggested just take it out because they could still eat it.
Wait, that's funny as hell. Wait, I love that.
They said no, and they fixed it because they ran out and they bought, from a restaurant, doctored it, and got it out in time. But no, I mean, shit like that happens all the time behind the scenes.
I know. I'm trying to think of one that I attended and didn't plan in something. I don't know.
I'm usually hanging out at the bar and I'm watching like what's going on to see if we do the same stuff. It's bad as a vendor. It's bad as an owner, I guess.
I can't go to an event and not watch everything behind the scenes.
Not critique it as in bad, but just see how things are done differently.
I usually learn something from it. I'm just like, oh, that's a great way to do it.
Like for our
it's also funny like how even attending a wedding as a guest, I'm like,
my brain doesn't shut off.
My brain doesn't shut off, and I'm like, why are we in direct sunlight right now?
You just intake alcohol and your brain will shut off. And
yeah. And then I'm like also thinking in my head, like even with bars, some people can't afford an open bar.
Right.
So then you have to pay for the bar.
Right.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to like an open bar. You tip the bartenders, obviously. And it's kind of just like eye-awakening experience.
Yeah.
But that's
you got to do more charity events. First drinks on us. The rest of the time you have to pay.
In Michigan, I went to a hotel and the bartender was sitting on a stool with his sleeves rolled up. And I literally walked up and go, dude, off the stool, roll down your fucking sleeves and stand and serve us up. And
he was like sitting on the stool.
Yeah, he was just
like
waiting for somebody to come up to the bar. And I would have fired my staff in a second if I saw that. If you would have taken a picture of that and sent it to me, he would have been stabbed.
Part of the reason like retail never has chairs behind cash or anything like that. They don't want you just sitting. Go work. Go do something.
And rolling up the sleeves, that's like a pet peeve of mine. That's just like, you're not at a Scottsdale bar, right? Just stop with that.
You're like, stop. No, because it's the same thing like in like fast food. It's like if you have time to lean, you have time to clean.
Oh my gosh, that's what you need to pass on to your bartending crew.
If you have time to lean, you have time to clean, you guys.
I can use that on Canva, right? And make a whole
There you
Trademark
go.
it.
I think you need to buy a LLC or website or not something.
After this, I'm going to check to see if that's open.
Domain,
there we go. You have time to clean.
Yeah.
That's a very long .com.
That's a very long .com.
That is a long one, though.
Oh my gosh. Okay, kind of moving into like the future of technology. Obviously, AI is a big component. Even adding drones to photography. Like, what do you look forward to, and what do you fear?
I look forward to being able to like capture like the technology of various cameras.
Yeah.
And like the development of like how film photography has become like a very big thing now in the wedding industry. Like everybody wants
cool.
like film photography and like even like Super 8 for video too. Yes.
What's film photography?
Just 35 millimeter.
Yeah,
okay.
just-
I'm thinking
just-
like a
yeah.
movie.
Old school,
like a thing.
no.
Okay. Really, they're going back to old school.
So a lot of clients are requesting that now.
You know why? Because they get their. You guys can keep charging them because you own the digital.
Mm-hmm.
When I got married and it was film, I bought the negative so I can make pictures any day I wanted.
Oh,
right? So that, and then it changed to there. Now you own everything, and you go here's your gallery.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want more, you got to buy them from me.
yeah.
And that's probably why the people are getting smarter.
And like on the topic of like technology, even like in photo editing, us as photographers, we can actually mimic film photography, but it's a digital photo, which is so interesting to me. So that's like if I have a client that's like, oh, I want film photography, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this lightly.
No.
Film photography is very expensive. You have to get it developed. I have to buy
People
rolls
forget
of film.
photography has
You can't
silver. It
manipulate
is
it.
literally silver in photographs, and that's expensive.
It really is. And so then I have to like tell them like, you do realize that it's like $700 for the whole thing. Like I'm capturing multiple rolls on film and all that. Not to mention if I pull out like Super 8, which I really want Super 8, but I don't do Super 8 film videography. It's kind of like, is that what you want? Are you willing to pay for it? And if you aren't, I can do an alternative.
Yeah. Well, and it would be hard to edit film.
It really is.
I mean, it
I don't
can
think
be
you
done.
can. You'd have to.
Well, the
download
negative.
it and then negative.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
play with it.
But I mean, you can print photography. Like if you go darkroom, you can make things lighter. You can flip it. Like there's certain things you can do with photography when you're printing it. But I agree. I think it's go digital and make it look like film.
Yeah, and I know a lot of photographers that do it.
Yeah.
And it's
But it looks nice film. Like I mean, like
Yeah.
a movie in a sense, right? They changed it. Has anyone ever done like superheroes for their wedding or anything like that?
not yet.
What are you laughing at? So I can guarantee you, with all this kids stuff that you guys do, someone's gonna do superhero or something. Well, remember that one
something.
couple got married at Dunkin' Donuts? It was a big deal, or no, it was In-N-Out Burger.
Oh,
or something.
yeah, a lot of couples do like that.
Yeah, because we were the bar servers. It was sort of fun. I didn't know that when they. But they met there, so and it made like Newsweek. It made like like national stuff.
go.
No, I know a lot of like couples. They like to go to like these restaurants and get quote unquote married there, but it's more of like they didn't really get married there. They just
Made it look like it.
they do the after party there, and sometimes like us as the photographers, they want us to go and capture that moment for them. So
Are they asking a lot of pictures now, or more like you said, movie-esque versus just the color, the shading, and all of that? They want that type of look.
yeah, they sometimes they want like the retro look, like the very like, especially if we're going on the topic of like In-N-Out, it's very retro, very diner themed,
Right.
so very neon type. So then
color scheme.
Yeah.
Kind of the underlining tone of photography.
yeah,
Which, to be fair, you go with certain photographers for their style.
Yeah.
Some of them naturally.
Has
are like
anyone?
that.
I'm thinking of questions now. Has anyone ever called you and go, "Don't you fucking dare send that, give me that, make that picture," or whatever? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like somebody
like
that
they
knows
send-
that you have a picture and you delete that picture, you get rid of it if that comes out.
no, I haven't ran into that yet. I've had clients send me like inspo photos, and I try to do like the inspo photos as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
But if it's a dark and moody photographer photo, which is very much like they hone in on like the tones and the textures more than like, for me, I'm a very light and airy but true to color photographer. I'm not going to be able to edit your photos like that. And there was one
not your
time,
style.
yeah, it's not my style of photography. And that's another thing that a lot of photographers, like, we try to like tell all of our clients, like, hey, you do realize that you are hiring me for my art, which is what
Everyone's different. Yeah.
yeah, which is what I'm providing to
Yeah.
you guys.
You're an artist.
Yeah, I'm an artist. And basically, the one time that I did have to change my editing style was for, I did behind the scenes for Wedding Crashers. They're like a videographer and photographer, like style shoot, like education.
Not the movie.
No.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the movie. I'm like,
No, but my close friends Cameron and Kyle, they're the ones that started it, and they did this style shoe. Where did they do it? The Canby Hotel, and this was in February, and
Dark, moody hotel.
And so like the theme was very like romantic, like Valentine's-y style, and they wanted like photos, their behind the scenes photos in like very dark and moody vibe, and I was like, okay, this is interesting because I've never done a dark and moody vibe, and so I was like willing to change my style for that because one, it's behind the scenes like video and photo that I'm like not used to, so I changed it up, and I kind of liked how they turned out, low key. I was like, and I capitalized on like asking my followers on Instagram, like, oh, do you guys like this style? How do you guys think I did with this style? And almost everybody was like, oh, I love this style. It's very
well, it's good to keep expanding and exploring in your craft, in your art, in planning, in observing bars. Like,
mocktails.
Mocktails. Hey, we've done a good job of our mocktails.
Mocktails are the new thing. The kids aren't drinking anymore.
I know.
Well, I didn't say you don't.
No,
I mean, the kids aren't.
I do love a good cocktail, you guys. I do love a good cocktail.
That is true. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tyler. I love the naked scene in the forest in Hawaii. That made me laugh. It just wasn't when you were introing it. I'm like, oh, an animal's gonna fall from the tree or a snake's gonna be on the ground. Nope, there is a naked.
You should have saved the picture though.
I should have saved it.
Like, there's got to be pictures that you have that you're like, why am I saving this? Because you got thousands of them.
And that's another thing is even like storage on my phone, you guys.
Oh
like I have to constantly like update and get more storage because I'm like running out because I have so many photos on there.
I erase everything. That's funny.
Except for your grandbaby.
I'll never erase
Never erase the grandbabies.
No, we got from 1 day until 9 months. And they're in Italy right now.
Look at that. Jealous. So
that's one of my bucket lists.
I love it.
Everyone's.
That's another
that's
another podcast story. I love Italy though. Yes, but thank you again. It's been so fun. Our official youngest person on our podcast. So thank you.
We should have worn diapers.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing this over to you because you know this trend more than I. So of liking, subscribing. Do you know
say
that
what you're supposed to say?
Okay.
Pressure. I'm like, thumbs up.
So it's very much like, thank you so much for watching. You can like, subscribe, and comment, and follow us on YouTube and also on our Instagram. And we also have iHeart. Do we also have Spotify?
We do have Spotify.
Also Spotify. So if you want to follow us on all those platforms at the Event Talk, thank you so much.
Yay!
Perfect. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the Event Talk Podcast, hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters, where every event has a story. A big thank you to our guests for their laughs, stories, and lessons. If you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your fellow event pros. Until next time.